Hello, this is James Robert Deal, and I'm going to talk to you about cooking a vegan soup. I've been a vegan now for almost 40 years, and a lot of this came from my backyard. So if you want to read some of our recipes, done with the assistance of my wife, go to whattoserveagoddess.com. Whattoserveagoddess.com, look for recipes. And you can go to Amazon and look for my book, What to Serve a Goddess When She Comes for Dinner. My theory is that men should know how to cook for the goddess in their lives, whether it's your mom, your wife, your girlfriend, your sister. Boys can learn how to cook for themselves, and we can all learn how to cook from the vegetables that grow in your backyard. Now here in Seattle, it's December 17th, and the curly kale, the parsley, the chickweed, the Italian kale, mustard, onions, they're all going strong. Our winters have become so mild. So let me talk about how I made this kale, mustard, tempeh, turmeric soup. Well, you go out there and I broke off about 20 different Italian kale long leaves, and I chopped them up here on the chopping board, and I use this knife. So get yourself a cleaver that has a curved blade on it, because you can rock back and forth and cut through really heavy kale. Go to Costco and buy these frozen garlics and chop them up a little bit, and you put them in the Bullett here, and you grind them up. Add some water, and you do the same with the ginger. You can put about half that much in there. Ginger, garlic, vitamin G. So you steam these until they're tender and they start to sweeten, and you might have to pressure cook them a couple of times. I start over here with to steam stir fry onions, ginger, garlic, turmeric, onions. In the end, and potatoes. Now we grow potatoes in the yard, and when I need potatoes, I just go out with my pitchfork and dig up one of the many potato patches. Now, kale survives the winter here. Mustard, curly kale, Italian kale, Russian red kale, fennel, parsley, and many other greens. Now, the key to greens is they need to be cooked. Only certain greens can be eaten raw, like lettuce, the parsley, cilantro, fennel, and chickweed. So in the wintertime, if chickweed grows in your yard, just go out there and try to weed out the non-chickweed weeds, and go out there with scissors and trim it off. It makes a wonderful salad. This is a chickweed salad that has parsley in it, and it has some lettuce. The lettuce has survived. You can protect your lettuce by putting a big plastic pot over the lettuce when you think it's going to freeze. And this is a dressing that we mixed up in the blender. It's got lots of peanut butter in it. It uses celery to provide moisture. And of course, you'll find the recipe for it if you go to whattoserveagoddess.com and look for recipes in the drop-down. One of the ingredients that you add at the very end is coconut cream. It really adds a wonderful flavor. So you never cook in oil only. You cook in oil mixed with water. It still makes things crisp, and the water is pretty much getting evaporated by the end. This is coconut oil. And this goes in to the pot with water and onions and garlic and the potatoes, salt and pepper, turmeric, ginger. So in other words, we got two shows going on. We got one show to cook the mustard and the kale until they're sweet. And then in the other pot, you're cooking these herbs and the potatoes and the onions, and in other words, everything else. Let me say a good word for Costco's avocados. They are always good. They don't need to be organic because they got a shell on them and they're not attacked by insects or other pests. 2 onions are in this recipe all chopped up, and we use sea salt instead of iodized salt because iodized salt's got cyanide in it as an anti-caking agent, but it does mean that you need to supplement iodine. So I take an iodine pill almost every day. We love Vegenaise, completely vegan, substitutes for mayonnaise, which has got lots of egg in it. I don't eat eggs, and I don't support the chicken industry. Here's your Bullett, which you use to grind up the garlic and the ginger. Now, never pop your popcorn in oil, because you're going to end up with burnt oil popcorn. The solution is to use a microwave popper or an air popper. Now, we got rid of our microwave because we just don't want to microwave ourselves. The air popper is the perfect solution. Once it's popped, then you add your oil and whatever flavorings you want to add. And you take this salt and you put it in a coffee grinder and you grind it up. And then it gets powdery like flour, and then it'll stick to the popcorn. So if you want to lose weight and have something to munch on, you have popcorn with no oil on it and just popcorn salt. That'll fill your stomach and you can lose weight. These are wonderful chia chips, organic. Don't eat anything made of wheat unless it's organic, because non-organic wheat usually is sprayed with Roundup to dry it out. So let's see, what else can I show you? Use a timer so you won't burn things. And always have an extra plate on the side where you can put the utensils that you're using. You can also use olive oil if you mix it with water, so you can actually fry with olive oil or chia oil. And balsamic vinegar is one of the ingredients in this salad dressing. Let me give you a link, and that is What to Serve a Goddess When She Comes for Dinner.com. Go on Amazon and look for my book. And go to my business page, which is WashingtonAttorneyBroker.com. If you're buying or selling, I have an open telephone line. I help other brokers with complex transactions. My motto is flat fee payable at closing. Whether I get paid as a real estate agent or as an attorney, my motto is flat fee payable at closing. A good deal more for a good deal less. You can check out my political webpage at jamesrobertdeal.org. Signing out on this December the 17th, 2019, this is James Robert Deal, also known as Jimmie Deal. Listen to my music on my website at whattoserveagoddess.com/music. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Send an email to jamesdeal@jamesdeal.com. Deal as in, let's make a deal. As in, a good deal more for a good deal less. As in, deal or no deal. As in, I rarely play poker, but when I do, I deal. So maybe you won't forget my last name. Thanks again. Bye-bye.